Beoth Yasunda, ich Hotsta Kevin. Today is a special video because I have here Gothlanger, Jonathan Gothlanger, Jonathan of the YouTube channel Gothlanger, and his channel is all about teaching the Gothic language. Jonathan, say hello.
Hello, Alim. It's great to be here. It's a pleasure to be with this great fellow Kevin from Learning the Old English, and yeah, this will be fun.
Yeah, because it'll be fun because we'll be playing a game called Wordsnake. So essentially, the way it works is that I say a word like, for example, in Old English, yes, in Old English, water, and since water ends with an R, Jonathan, who knows Gothic, will have to think of a word that starts with an R in Gothic. So you get the Old English and the Gothic experience all in one video. Let's do this. Okay. All right. Let's think of a word now. Okay. Okay. For the sake of it, water. All right. Throw me an R1. Let's see if we got this.
Okay. I'll go with the word for house, Rasen,
Razen
which ends with an N.
ends with an N. Okay. What
By the
old?
way, Rasen is related to the word for barn in English.
Oh, really? Razen. Razen. Wouldn't that be related to the word raise, as in like to raise like a village or something, like that, raise a building that like, as in like tear down? You.
It does give that impression, yeah.
Yeah. I could be wrong about that. Yeah.
But
Folk etymology. Yeah. Um.
folk etymology, yeah.
Okay, so I got N right. Okay. Nailed. It's a noun meaning need, and well, I guess it's a precursor to the word need. So yeah, you got D.
Okay. I'll get I'll do the word for day would be dogs.
Dogs.
So it ends with an S.
Oh yeah, yes. Those final S's in old Gothic. Yeah. Well, what's the S in Gothic is like the R in Old Norse. That sound. Yeah.
Exactly.
S.
Exactly.
Okay, S. Okay, there are many words in S. I don't know. Shelton, to shoot. So like the verb. I think it's
Oh.
yeah. I think it's that. Yeah. Shelton. All right. So N. You got N.
Okay. I'll do the well, what's actually coming to mind is a verb.
All right.
It also ends with an N, obviously, as most verbs. It would be nasian, which means to save.
Okay. I know. And it being as with an N. Well, guess what, buddy? I got Nerian for you, which means I think that's the actual cognate to that. It means to save as well. Yeah. So actually, it's one of the epithets for Jesus in the Old English text is like Neriand, which means like I guess literally means saver. I guess so. I guess that's the old English way of saying savior, right? Yeah, Nerian. Yeah, so you got an N. So
Okay. Well, I got a couple others, but I'm gonna give you a vowel.
okay, fine. A vowel. Well, hang on. I
Yep.
thought we were doing okay.
You'll see. Ni. It means not. It's
Oh, okay. Then negation. Yeah, like okay. All right. You could. And that ends with an I.
yes.
Okay.
Ends with an I.
Uh, okay. East. Ice in Old English. S.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
S.
Yeah.
Hmm. Okay. Uh, what would I do for that one? Hmm.
What would you do for that one?
Ah. Okay. What's a better word? I got one, but it also ends with an N. I don't want to use that one.
All right. So
Uh. Okay. I'll use this one. It's a word for. It's derived from a verb,
mm-hmm.
which means to clear. It's skirings. Skirings.
skiing. Isn't it like a name of like a uh I think Ostrogothic text called like skaterings? It's like a bunch of deeds in like Italy, and there's one from Naples. And I'm correct about that, or,
Yes, you're absolutely correct.
okay.
It relates to a text. The word actually means literally means clearing, like,
Okay.
but it's a noun. It's an abstract noun.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. And I'm assuming it's feminine because it's an abstract noun. Is it?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That tends to be the case in Old English as well. Abstract nouns tend to be feminine, whereas like material things tend to be masculine. But what I don't understand about Old English, or by extension Germanic language, is why on earth is the word for hand feminine? Who knows? Right? Anyway,
Why? It's
no,
so strange, isn't it?
yeah, it's strange indeed. Um, yeah, well,
I mean,
wait.
maybe it might. Maybe a little theory is that, um, well, in Germanic societies, women were usually well, for extension, uh, mostly around the world. Um, Women would usually gather, but they have to use their hands to gather stuff. But then again,
Oh, okay. Well,
I don't think
that's
that would be a good theory.
no. I don't think
Hmm.
that holds true. Men use their hands like to build things, and I don't know. It's just who knows. It'll be maybe there's somebody that does know, and but we just I don't know, just mentally speculating on what could be and whatnot. But yeah. What was the letter? No, it was an N, wasn't it? No, skeetings. Skeetings.
Eating
What
ends
is
with an S.
again? Give me those S's.
Yeah.
Uh, I don't know, Scotland or Shortland in Old English. You got a D. Yeah, have fun with that.
Oh, okay. 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 All right. All right.
Yeah, let's get a little competitive now, eh?
Hmm. You're
Mm.
absolutely right. I'm having a hard time now. I can't like. Well, I can't think of a word that begins with that letter. Okay.
Oh yeah, plenty.
Uh. Yeah. You got me there.
All right,
Hmm.
I, I can give you a hint of a
Uh.
common one.
Okay. I'll take that. I'll take that. I better take that, or else
Okay,
I.
it's a very common word in Gothic actually. It rhymes with "oo," and it is the letter that it starts with. As for the hint of it, it's the op. Oh no, I'll be giving it away. Okay, it's a voiced sound, but its ending is "oo."
Oh, wait a minute.
Mm.
I just, I have a good word now. Deuce.
There you. Well,
Deuce.
okay, I wasn't thinking that, but there
It
you go.
means.
And you're giving me another S. How dare you? Okay.
Oh my goodness. They just keep coming out of nowhere because, my
Okay.
goodness. And but that's on you for trying to help me out.
Oh yeah, yeah. So I kind of walked into
Yeah.
that one, didn't I?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Um, I think Sama. No, Sama.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think so. It means like togetherness. It's kind of like how in German you had zusammen, zusammen or something like that, and or like I know in Old English you have like to samna, which more or less means the same thing, like together or whatnot. Yeah, so I think sama is kind of like the isolated form, maybe. Yeah, so as an adverb, right? So what does it end with? I think it's either an e. I think it's an e. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm talking about an unattested word. I don't know. Okay, you got E. All right, let's put it that way. You got E.
Okay. Um. So okay. You mean it begins with it? I mean it ends with an E?
Yeah, that's my offhand speculation. Yeah, because it's like a lot of adverbs in Old English tend to end with E. So
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Uh. Oh, okay. This is a really it's a really weird word. I have a weird word. Um, because I can't think of any other words. Okay. It begins with an E.
Yeah.
Emeti, emeti.
What
It
does that mean?
means it means ant.
Ant, as in like the insect.
Yes, correct.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah,
feminine noun.
yeah.
Emeti. It ends with a well with an I.
Okay, ant with an I. Okay, I'm gonna be a little controversial and say the word in.
Wait,
Yes,
in?
in. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
you got in.
Um, hmm. How convenient.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and come up with another word that uh doesn't end with an S, because I mean,
You,
like like 30% of Gothic words end in an S.
yeah, I know, I
Um,
know. It's
you know,
yeah,
adjectives, nouns, you know.
yeah.
Um,
You're being too nice to me, man.
yes.
Uh,
Uh, hmm. I mean, it's either S or N.
yeah. I guess.
Because I can,
Hmm?
yeah. Okay, I'll let you choose. Do you want an S or do you want an N?
S. Sure.
Okay. New yeast. New yeast, which means new.
New Year's. Okay. S. Shield. You got D. Shield.
Oh,
That's what it is. Shield.
oh, okay. Another.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, my goodness. Hmm. I'm actually thinking of something having to do with the sea, but I don't believe it has to do with the sea. But like with the ocean, but no, I don't think so. Uh, oh, actually, it does have to do with the ocean. I got one. Um, it's the word for depth, like as a measurement for how deep something is. It would
Oh,
be diupi,
okay.
diupi,
Okay. Okay.
and it ends with a long I sound.
Yeah. Yeah.
Diupi.
Yeah. Yeah. I think Old High German has that too. You know, like the long I at the end of words is kind of used like for abstract nouns and whatnot. So it's cool how Old High German has that archaic. I don't know whether you can call it an archaicism, but I have I. Okay. Oh dear.
It
Eald.
makes sense to call it an archaicism.
Yeah. Eald. It's island in Old English. So you got D again.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Hmm. Well, it's either it's either I think about another word that begins with D, or I just give you the verb to deepen something. It would be I'll just do this one. Diupian. Diupian literally
Deep.
means to make something deep, to
I see.
deepen.
To deepen. Okay, I see what you're doing. You're using the. Okay, okay. All right, buddy. All right. So N. Okay. Here I am trying to
You
think
didn't
of
say
it.
anything about you didn't say anything about
Okay.
derivation.
Yeah, yeah. Derivatives. Okay, I see what you got. Okay. All right. So D, right? No, no, no. N, N, N. All right. Diobia.
Right.
N. Oh man. N. 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 N.
Hmm.
Gnat. Gnat. A gnat is like a. Well, depending on the context, it means companion. It can mean like cattle, or like it's something you use. Like it's something. Yeah. So like ends with a T.
Finally, letter T.
Yeah.
Uh. Oh, okay. Uh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Finally, I got an actual good word. It's gonna make this a little bit more diverse. Like we'll get more letters in here. The word for tongue means tungo. Tungo.
So ends with an O.
Yes.
Oh dear, an O. Okay. Oh man, I know one on top of my head, but I don't know what it means in old language. It's a kenning. I might
Oh,
not use
Kenny.
that word. Yeah. So a kenning is like a poetic compound word. You know, like for example, if I were to say bonhus, it's like another way of saying body, but literally it means bone house. Um, but I have O, right? Um,
I've seen a couple kennings like in in Beowulf.
yeah.
There's a really weird kenning. Well road. I think it means ocean. Well road.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's yeah, of course. You know, for a whale, you know, like the ocean is their road, right? And that makes sense. You know,
If I'm not mistaken, I think that's what it might mean. Well road, because it's actually in the first
yeah,
well
it's in the prologue, isn't it? You know, like No,
Yes, in the
no,
prologue.
or something like that. Yeah, like it's like early in the text where like it says something like that.
Yeah,
Um,
it's actually in the prologue. It's actually just before they say that was a good king.
oh, that was good tuning. Yeah, 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 that part.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay, so I forgot what letter I have. What?
Oh, it would be the letter O. All.
Oh, oh. Yeah, I'm thinking of O words for in other languages, but not Old English. I mean, I got one on top of my head, orthanc, but like I don't. I know the second part has to do something with the mind, but I forget what the first part means. Another O word would be O. Let me think. Let me think. I can't say orcus or orc because that's yeah, it's old. It's not really old. Well, it's really Latin, but like adopted into Old English. But trying to think of it. Oath. Oh, 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 yeah. Because the thing is, a lot of words in Old English, they'd be interchanged with words that have an a.
Hmm. So
Yeah,
it depends on the dialect, maybe.
or period. I'm just thinking because maybe there's the vowel quality of like O and A were maybe not that much like because like someone would hear a word and think O, but really it's an A or vice versa depending on who's listening. Really. Um, oh man, an O word. I bet there's a very simple O word right there, and that's like very obvious to me, but I can't think of it right now. It's just O.
Fair
Um,
with you, I can't think of any word that. Well, at least not right now. I can't think of any word that begins with an O in Gothic.
uh, yeah,
So I might I I
yeah.
feel bad.
You
I
can't even
shouldn't have.
help me with throwing in a possible cognate in Gothic.
Actually, oh, I have one. I do have one. I
Okay.
remember it. It's a verb. It has to do with fear, like to fear something, to be afraid in Gothic. Do you want me to tell you it?
Okay, let's hear it.
Might give you an idea in English. Organ. So like, it means to fear, to be afraid.
Yeah, I think that's related to the Old English word like ehan or ehan or something like that. Like I think it's related to the word awe, as in like an awe and fear. I think that's oh man, oh man, this is really embarrassing. I mean, I can't think of an O word for Old English. I guarantee you, once we like stop filming, I'm gonna think of a word at the top of my head right after. Oh.
Great. I feel.
Okay.
I'm,
Okay.
I'm
I know
too.
one. I know one. Okay. It's okay. It's O then. O then.
Oh.
Yeah. I see. Because okay, that word is with obviously it's from the Old Norse O then, but like kind of like Anglo-Saxonized. This is like obviously during the time when England by that point was Christianized and all that. So yeah. Cool. All right.
So, well, that's
So
actually cool. It's basically it just doesn't have the W, more or less.
yeah, well, yeah. It's like adopting a Norse word into Old English. I mean, yeah, there are plenty of like words that from Old Norse into Old English. I would think, yeah, because the Danelaw and whatnot, and I mean, of course, just as today in the Yorkshire dialect, you have a lot of words in the Yorkshire dialect that are from Norse words. I mean, a lot of words in present English, for that matter, have words of Norse origin. So, then, yeah, you got N, buddy.
Oh no.
Oh no, I mean,
Okay. Oh, okay. Actually, I got one, but it's just gonna repeat the process again. It'll be with an S, or um, uh. But actually, let me think of. Oh, okay. I got one that does not begin with an S, but it ends with an O. That's the problem.
okay.
It's either an O or an S. I'll give you the word for name. It would be Namo. Namo.
Namo. And the Old English cognate would be Nama. Okay, so the final A. Okay, so the final A to denote a male agent is the equivalent of the O in Gothic. The final O. Okay. Just as Menno, yeah, in Gothic is moon, right?
In Gothic, it would be mana. Yeah,
Wait.
mana is the word for moon.
Yeah, but what does that end with? In,
Oh, in Gothic would be like letter A, mana.
okay, so it's not okay. So you can't do a one per one, correlation, because okay. So I
I
got
wish, but nope.
man, that's why etymology is so confusing sometimes. An O, right? An O.
Yep.
Oh boy. Um,
Maybe I
yeah.
can give you some. I have. I know another word that begins with no in Gothic. Maybe it might
Well, I have an idea.
begin.
Well, I have an idea of an old English word actually. I
Oh,
don't
okay.
know if I'm saying this correctly, but there's a word called Othion or Othon or Othion. It means to breathe, like to vapor. It means to like.
Hmm.
I could be saying that wrong, but yeah, I believe it starts
Yeah.
with an O. But what did you have in mind?
Uh, Othal, which means it refers to a land, to a place
Oh,
that's
okay.
ancestral.
That's cognates edel in Old English,
Yeah.
like an estate. Yeah. We'll play one more round and then we'll wrap up. All right. Um,
Okay.
cool. So. Oh wait. Okay. So N.
Okay. Another one with an N. Okay. uh, well, I have a word having to do with a relative, like a cousin or a kinsman.
Oh,
The word,
okay. Okay.
yeah, it would be the word nithis,
Nethi.
nithis,
Nethius.
with
Okay.
yeah, nithis, which is yeah, it ends with an S.
There we go again with the
Yeah.
S's. Okay. Well, yeah. Because thing
Yep.
is, I know more S words than I do with than O words on top of my head. Like for example, ship. You know, starts with an S. So,
I could have,
uh,
I
okay.
could have done ship before, but I didn't.
Um, okay. All right. Final one. You got P.
Oh, okay. P. Uh. Oh, wow. Okay, I got one word, but um, can't. I don't know if it's actually an adjective or a noun. And
Oh,
uh,
okay. Do you know what it means?
uh, nope.
You just
I'm
know.
assuming it means. I'm assuming it would mean pouch or pound, but that's simply because it sounds similar. It's the word for pungs. It would be spelled like Pugggs, pungs, but I
Pooms.
forgot if it refers to, a pound or a pouch or something like a bag, maybe. It,
No, because I know in Old English is pund, like Pund, but what you're saying there sounds like what would be the equivalent of Old English Pung. Um,
I think, yeah. Uh, I think pungs. It does sound like pound, but it also feels like it would have to do with something like a bag, like you carry with. But I'll I'll go with the latter. Yeah, pungs. And unfortunately, it ends with an S.
yeah.
Uh,
Okay. Well. Okay. This is the
you're
last.
gonna hate me for this. You're gonna
This.
hate me after this,
No.
Kevin.
No. 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 Not at all. S. Okay. Final one. Final one. Okay. S. Ah. God darn it. S. Ship. Shield. Shelton. I've said that. Schöner. Yeah, beautiful. Schöner. Cognate
Oh,
schön in German. Yeah, yeah, schöner. Yeah, a late West Saxon word actually. So schöner. Yeah, schöner. Well,
and
which is related to our modern English word sheen, when something's like beautiful and bright. Like you don't hear that often. You only use it like, I don't know, when you want to be very poetic in a literary sense, or like the
Oh no, it's a
sheen.
name.
Oh, you thought it was a name?
Yeah,
Sh-
I
sh-
I mean it is a name. It's from I've only heard it one time, and it was a show on Nickelodeon.
Sheen. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it sounds like like a Veritive Shane. Like I don't know, like some sound change happened there. I don't know. That's just my linguistic speculation right there. All right, let's wrap it up. And this was fun, and this is Wordsnake. So what are your thoughts on the game so far? Like of that experience, Jonathan?
Oh, it actually it actually gets me to rely more on my memory now, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
Um uh it's somewhat it's somewhat it doesn't take much skill. It's just relying a lot on your memory, and it gets you to think that wow, you don't know so much. You know so much about the grammar of a language, right? It comes
yeah.
easily, but when it comes to words, vocabulary is something that you don't stop learning. It's something that you have to continuously uh, learn on because it's pretty much infinite. You can come up with so many words.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah,
yeah,
totally. Yeah, it really. Yeah, I agree with you 100%. Like like a game like Wordsnake, it really tests like how much you actually know in a language.
exactly. It tests how fluent you. Well, I mean, fluency depends on grammar and obviously vocabulary, but in the end, it's more about vocabulary because vocabulary is what you use for communication. Structure is something that it's limited. Structure is something that even if you say it grammatically wrong, people will still understand you if your vocabulary is on point.
Yeah, like it's some people they get so wrapped up in the grammar and they forget like they kind of like oversee or missee, if you will, if I were to say it that way, what's actually trying to be expressed. Like some people tend to nitpick over this or that thing when really just the meaning is already across, right? But uh, you know, but anyway, Jonathan. Thanks for doing this with me. This was a lot of fun. Hopefully, we'll do this again sometime very soon. Yeah.
I agree. I agree. It was a pleasure doing this game with you, Kevin. Uh, this was fun. Thanks for having me. And I guess more or less it was. I guess we can call it a draw, because
Oh, okay. That's very kind
I
of you.
I felt like
I,
I felt like quitting halfway when we the letter D. I couldn't come up with any other um
okay.
words, like, well, a couple, but
Mm-hmm.
even you had to give me a hint.
Yeah, yeah,
You had
yeah.
to give me a hint.
Well,
So
that's yeah,
so
and I
maybe it's a draw, but I mean you did give the last word. So
wow.
um
I wasn't really keeping score, but I did have trouble with the O word. I've been studying Old English for 6 years, and I can't think of an O word at the top of my head. Well, except for that one Othen one, that took me a while, and then later Otheon, and who knows? I could have that wrong too. but yeah, the game itself, it really tests how much you do or don't know of a language, right? So yeah. Anyway, guys. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to Gothlanger's channel. Link is down below. Again, thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe. And if you really like what I do, check out my Patreon down below. Again, thanks for watching, guys. Take care, and yeah, see ya.